got some stuff to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are in the fish room. I need assistance. I'm definitely gonna need some assistance here. Oh shit, let's shut that off. All right, so I put something up there, guys. This one's tugging at the heartstrings tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. What's up, Newburn? So I went to the fish store earlier. Was looking to buy some more fish because, yeah, I think I need more fish. And I seen something that is just, I mean, it's just messing with me, and I need to handle it, and I don't know how, or how, if I should, I should say. We have, I'll wait for some people to get here and we'll talk about it. Welcome, everybody. I am on Rumble, and I am primarily, after the first of the year, I'm going to be on Rumble. I will host everything over here until then. I will keep doing it both ways I'm doing it. I will continue with the 1 hour on Rumble, or the 1 hour on YouTube and 2 hours on Rumble. But I appreciate everybody being here. So, don't look at me. I always ask you. Well, this is the thing. I went to PetSmart, and I seen these little, very, very, very little Oscars. Everybody that knows me knows I'm a sucker for an Oscar. Like to the point I have 7 of them. This one's in bad shape. This one is sick. As you can tell, it is riddled with parasites. I'm thinking about taking a chance. It needs to happen. So, yeah. I usually don't do what I'm doing over there on YouTube, but tonight I'm going to need a little help. You guys know I am going into surgery. You guys know I'm going to be down for 3 months. So, it is what it is. We got Newburn in the crib. Welcome, Josh. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Aquascapes is here. Thank you. Mystic Pets is here. Thank you for being here. Guys, I'm on Rumble. If you guys want to come over here, I'm here. But, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got brown looking algae growing slowly in your betta tank. Your light's on too long. Need to do another water change a week. Clean the glass. She's hard to get a hold of these days, even for me. She's busy. She's living life. Brown algae's all right. Green algae's okay. When you get into black hair algae, that's just a whole other ball game you want no part of. Guys, I'm drinking it because, well, that's what I have in the refrigerator. This shit sucks. Not a fan. So, Alexa, turn on 240. There we go. You can go on my Rumble screen. You can click on the little bell notification where it's next to follow, and that'll give you notifications for me. Well, she gave you good information, so I trust that it'll be taken care of. Some fun news. I've got another clutch of electric blue car. I lost, I thought was my remaining female. Well, apparently I have another one. So, hooray me. I keep going back and forth whether or not I want to save them, but this is bad. I'm going to start selling fish, but it's going to be after I'm healed. I'm going to be down, like I said, for 3 to 4 months. Ooh, excuse me. It's going to be a long road. I'm going to be able to, do things my way, and we'll see what happens. So I'll make some stuff happen. I'll make sure that I am okay. No video on Rumble, black screen. I'm going to have to test your theory on that, Mystic Pets. I'm going to have to look at your theory. I can see myself. Man, I actually look pretty good on that screen, too. The Oscar has a sunken in stomach. Fins are clamped. And it just does not, he's not healthy at all. I mean, he's only that big, though. I mean, he is a tiny little fellow. The other ones that are in the tank with him are pretty plump. And I'm going there with the exact intent to buy that fish. I'm not buying any other fish but that fish. Anybody that knows me when it comes to fish, I will bring them back. That's what I do. But we are going to do what we got to do and go from there. Jesse, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Jesse came through with the super chat. We are $2 closer to buying that Oscar. So I gave it an hour over there, and when that hour's up, I will close down YouTube, and we will go and do it. I am trying to. I've got 7 Oscars. I really don't have room for another Oscar. But I mean, this guy's little, so I mean, it's going to take him a while to get where he's going to be. I mean, I do have tanks that I can put together and make sure he has a home while I'm laid up. He will be treated for everything under the sun that I have here. The majority of the fish I treat with salt, and it seems to work for me. So I got Paragard. I have some other stuff. Let's see what I got over here. I'll show you what I got. Shit, I can't see. I'm getting old. I got Kenaplex. I've got Melifix. I've got Marison. I have General Cure. Got all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've got stuff to treat it. Well, for the time being, he will be in a 10-gallon quarantine tank by himself, not on a system to where it can infect anybody else. I have a certain python that is used just for quarantine fish. I have a pump that I even use for quarantine fish that nothing else goes to. I'm going to do my best. I should have brought him home tonight. I should have. And I'm kicking myself in the tush right now for it, but I should have brought him home. Thank you, Mystic Pets. We are getting closer. I feel like I'm whoring myself out. I'm asking you guys to help me. However, my camera looks better on YouTube than it does on our Rumble than it does on YouTube. It makes 0 sense. 0. I mean, I have a buttload of medications. And this stuff right here is pretty. This right here is pretty potent, actually. He will be. Jesus Christ. Way too many Oscars is what it is. That's exactly what it is. So I have this one Oscar down on the bottom. I call it June because she told me it was a female, and I had no clue. Now I know how to tell the difference between them. This one will hit and knock the lid around when it's hungry. I just fed it. It wants more food. Yeah. Not happening. I appreciate you guys who donated. You guys will help me. I will get it here. I will get it. I have brought back some pretty beat up Oscars. My wild caught Oscar is looking fantastic. And I mean, he was covered in white spots. His fins were ripped up. I brought a flower horn back from the dead. I brought quite a few fish back from the dead. It's time to do it again. I think I can do it again. I'm actually pretty sure I can do it again. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I can do it. I have two 75s that I've got to reseal. I was going to do one, but decided, you know what, I ain't got time. If I have to, I will do it. I will move some other fish around, but I don't think I'm going to have to. I think the way I have everything set up now should be pretty good until I get to so after I get done with my surgery. Cleaned this tank up today. This tank looked terrible. I got some green shit growing on the back. I have no idea what it is. It's algae, of course, but it's terrible. I'm pretty sure there are. Oh yeah, there's no kicking around in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 25 several babies in there, so there's more. We have a place here called Meijer. It's a grocery store. It's actually at the grocery/department store, and they sell. Their fish tanks are worse than PetSmart's. I swear. I have seen. There's a couple of PetSmart's around me that the people that work there take care of the fish. This one that I went to last night, or I went to tonight, they do take care of the fish, but this fish is just sick, and the person that worked there doesn't have a brain in their head right now. That was there tonight anyway. So, but the Meijer store here had an entire tank of blood parrots. I mean, they were this long. They were all dead. And that whole system, or their whole rack system is on one sump to do every one of their tanks. And I'm like, you're just pumping ammonia straight into there. Those fish are sitting there rotting. And the kid's like, no, it'll be okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, it's not going to be okay. You're going to kill every one of your fish. Dude, get those fish out of there. Throw them away. I think I can do it. I really do. I don't think he's too far gone. He got excited when he seen me, and I was going to buy it. And I was like, do I really have space for another Oscar? Because at some point in time, he's going to not be that big anymore. He's going to be like that. And that's overran. I can't put any more. Something's going to have to die before I can put something else in there. Or I'm going to have to buy another big tank. That's what it is. But I can't stand to see if those little things suffer. However, if somebody is local to me and would like a red tiger moto or Moda, please let me know. You can have it. I will bag it nicely and hand it to you. The fish has got to go. It was a oops fish in a bag of it was oops fish in a bag of my natural blue Acaras. It came in the bag with those. So I ended up losing. I lost one of them. There was two of them, and I lost one of them. And I have one left. What's up, Tommy? What's cracking? Other than kneecaps and elbows, because we are both at that age. I can't show the super chats that I got from Mystic Pets and Jesse, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you. You guys will help me buy that Oscar, and we'll have another Oscar in the fish room. For fuck's sake. I don't know why, but I got a soft spot for him. Before you know it, I'm going to end up like June. Another thing that happened today, I'm going to whore myself out a little more. Oh, yeah. Jim created another channel, and it's awesome. Jim created another channel. It is Jim's Cars, and that you will see me do a series on videos on cars. It's done. It's there. It's called Jim's Cars, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh, we got the pink wave from Mexicali. What's up, Mexicali? The pink hand wave doesn't work over there, so. But for those who are late, we got a fish that needs to be rescued. I know it doesn't technically have to be rescued, but it's going to be rescued. It's another Oscar. Mystic, you don't have a tank that you can put this in. This thing is it's an asshole. It's severely aggressive. It's one of the only two fish that I have that are super aggressive. Well, one of the three fish. My first and foremost, my Midas cichlid is aggressive. I mean, aggressive. I haven't seen so much aggression out of my Jaguar, but it's also been alone since it got beat up. And the Red Tiger Moda killed an entire tank of fish. So I wouldn't put it in anything other than a solitaire tank or with another fish that are like it. If I knew whether or not my Jaguar was a male or female, I would put it in there. The two can possibly breed. And then we could have, more asshole fish. I don't need more asshole fish. I got enough fish. So with that said, that's enough of that subject. I've asked everybody I know. I asked my buddy at the fish store. He doesn't want it. I mean, at some point in time, I may put it on Facebook Marketplace and see if, in a couple of the groups that I do belong to that aren't pieces of shit, if somebody wants to pick it up. If not, I may have to drastic times calls for drastic measures. I might have to take it to OFR as much as I don't want to go there. I legit don't want to go there. Want nothing to do with that place. But I know they'll take the fish. And as a last resort, it may be euthanized. I can't keep that fish. That's one I just can't. I have nothing I can mix it with other than my Jaguar. And truth be told, the Jaguar is going to be leaving soon too. I have somebody that's going to take that. That people would take. This Red Tiger, not at all. People don't want them. They know they're super aggressive. They know they're fish killers. That's what they do. So it is what it is. I'm looking forward to getting these babies out of the tank. I got one more day and I can pull them from the parents. And then I can put them, probably put them in here. These guys are still little. So at some point in time, I'll have electric Luacara and several swimming together there. That'd be fun. Be real fun. Be a good time. I like raising fish. So for all the people over here in wonderful Rumble Land, if you would like to join, there's the link. Come join me. If you go over in YouTube Land, if you would like to join, you can sign up for Rumble to do it. Yeah, you are in Texas, correct? If I remember correctly, I think you told me you were in Texas. Yeah, if you were closer, I'd give it to you. I'd give you both of them. I'd give you the Jag and that. Or the Jag and that. I don't have places to keep them. The Jag came in a bag of fish that I didn't expect. Go figure. Leave it up to me to have two fish come in bunches of other fish. The Jag was mixed in with cichlids that I bought. It's terrible. I don't understand how people can. I guess when they're little, they're hard to identify. I guess when they're little, I don't know. I don't have a hard time identifying them. I can see them. I know what they are. But yeah, we got the new car channel over there. It's called Jim's Cars. I put a video out. It's about the 2006 Accord that I just recently purchased and fixed up. Uh, I've got another project on the way. I don't want to talk about it before I get it, because if I don't get it, I'm going to be upset that I told you guys about it, and then I'm going to have to go out and find one and actually spend a lot more money than I should. But if it happens, it's going to go down. Tommy knows what it is. Me and him talked about it. So let's not talk about that car. But if that one does come up, it's going to be a good time. I appreciate it, Tanya. Thank you. It's an awesome time. You know, I'm a car guy, so it would probably be easier for me to do car content than it is fish content. I know that sounds weird, but it's going to be. So, what? I'm technically a master certified. I'm a master technician, but I'm not a certified technician. All the certs have expired. I'm not renewing them. It's just a test. A piece of paper just says you can pass the test. It doesn't tell you that you can take that knowledge and put it on into action. And I can put that knowledge into action. So. Boy, the YouTube side sucks tonight. I hate to say that. We got 4 individuals on YouTube watching. We have 4 likes, which I appreciate. We have a whole bunch of people watching over here. We only have 2 likes. It is what it is. But like I said, the link is in here. If you would like to join, there's the link. RumbleStudio.com/ or studio.rumble.com/join/ Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Wrong. What up, Swiffle? Welcome. We got Swiffle in the house. We got Joy of Fish Keeping in the house. Welcome for being here. Thank you for being here. I should say, not welcome for being here. Hey, welcome here. America, welcome here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. Oh, excuse me. I'm looking forward to going and getting this Oscar. I'm looking forward to getting this other channel off the ground. Looking forward to doing things my way. I'm also looking forward to getting over this walking pneumonia because this shit is killing me. I've had it forever. I didn't know your wife was in the hospital, Swiffle. Everything okay? Not sure what happened. I hope everything's okay. Oh, I've been rolling for like 3 weeks now with walking pneumonia. It's terrible. The shit won't go away. It just sits right here. It feels like it's just like I'm backed up with phlegm. Doing a live stream last night with Tommy over here on Rumble. I mean, I couldn't hold it. All 3 of us were coughing. We all got the same thing. So, highly contagious. What's highly contagious? He has an infection called. Oh, hell yeah. C. diff is highly contagious. Absolutely. Oh, shit. This is really not good. I don't know why I keep drinking, but it's really not good. actual fuck back there. Yeah, I know a couple of people that had C. diff over the years. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Make sure you stay on top of everything. That way you have a fast recovery and you have no issues. Jim, you got to drink it faster. You're right, I do. I absolutely do. Welcome, June. Mama June, we're on Rumble. 5 days in the hospital. That's a long time in the hospital. Long time in the hospital. Oh man. Luckily, when I go and do this this hip replacement surgery, I'm going to be in and out usually the same day. Man, I haven't seen you in one of my live streams in a long time, brother. Welcome back. It's been a while. Oh, Jesus. Now I know why a lion licks its ass after it eats a hyena. To get its taste out of its mouth. Ah, there we go. This is better. Oh, that's like sex. I'm not even going to lie. That is the worst shit I have ever put in my mouth. And I've put some pretty bad shit in my mouth. I think I'd rather drink antifreeze. Jesus Christ. Have them turn me into RoboCop. I don't know if they could do that. Welcome to the dark side. Thank you, Joy of Fish Keeping. You guys are getting me closer to getting that Oscar. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. I got a little campaign going over on YouTube side. Found an Oscar. Needs a home. He's in bad shape. He's sick. I'm going to go get it tomorrow. Just need help getting it. That's all. Oh, shit. Somebody's bringing me in. Oh. Damn, Amazon delivers at 10 o'clock at night? All right, so Fathom, I went to PetSmart. There is a copper Oscar there. He's smaller, and he's in pretty bad shape. Fins are clamped, stomach sunk in, and the other guys that are in the tank with him are fine, but this little guy isn't. So I'm going to go get him tomorrow. One way or another. I'm going to get that little guy. Got some medication. I may have to pick up some more. And then it is what it is. Joy of fish keeping. Yes, even really early a.m., 4 to 8 a.m. Woo. Good Lord. 4 to 8 a.m. that's a long time. That's a real long time. Some of you guys didn't get the notification that we went live last night. Welcome, Danny. Danny's at work. Danny's always at work. Danny has got one of the sexiest fish rooms I've ever seen. And he's got all the fish that I want. I don't know if they're going to discount it. I really don't. I'm gonna try it, but we're gonna see what happens. I've never brought an Oscar back from a. Oh, it's only that big, so there might be a chance. You know what, Tommy? I don't think it was as bad as we think it was. You know, there was some very questionable jokes, but there was also some, some good information in there. Some very good information on other things. So I don't think it was a complete failure. YouTube has been on the pick and choose side here lately. I don't get notified when any of my people go live. None. Except for Jesse for some reason, but I can't comment on any of this shit. But I get the notifications that he goes live. Go figure. Last couple times, like Price Tag Aquariums just went live. I didn't know. You know, a bunch of you guys go live. I don't know because I never get the notification, and I've got the bell turned on. I didn't get the notification. I mean, we were definitely live. We were definitely a coughing, lively, joking, very crude joking bunch, but we were there. You know, some of the jokes were rather they were bad jokes, but you know, it's a free speech platform. So I understand some people don't like our brand of humor, but sometimes our brand of humor is humorous. Uh-huh. The bell has to be black. Oh, that's not good. I don't know why. They may be. I mean, literally, I cannot comment on any of Jesse's shorts. Tommy can't comment on any of mine. I mean, it's just total. It's just total bullshit. What was you watching? You watching a movie? What was you watching? Hey, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Welcome. Man, you know you were like my third subscriber or fourth. One of these days, I've got to get you. I've got to get you up here. You got to be my guest on my live stream. It's got to happen. We talked about it a couple of times, but it's got to happen. YouTube is in the past. It's like using AOL dial-up versus 5G internet. Fair enough. I knew someone sent a messenger last night. Well, we was there. Was it any good, June? I've heard mixed reviews about the movie. Don't give me anything away, but I heard it was good. Was he live like right next door to you, or in the same, like a neighboring town, or maybe a state? Oh, excuse me. For anybody that would like to be a guest on my show, I don't care. My email is happyplaceaquatics1@gmail.com. happyplaceaquatics1@gmail.com. We could set something up. I could get you up here. You could be a guest. I like doing live streams. I like having guests. There's a few people out there I'm still trying to get. So we will see. I've watched it several times, must like it. It's kind of like me with Spaceballs. I've seen it about 30 times or 40. And I like it. Thank you, Tommy. Like 15 minutes away. Look at that. In the same state, same like city, and didn't even know it. It's like being a poet and not knowing it. Joy of Fish Keeping saying hello to everybody in the crib. Saying welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, this ought to be fun. Uh-oh. What up, Stan? Redneck Aquatics? That's a good one. So I got Swiffle over here trying to join, but I don't know if he's got his camera and his mic turned on. Or he's setting something up. Split ass under will help you out. Back together again. Hey, let's do it. Come on. Get on up here. Watched Red One and Dear Santa yesterday. I'm not a big, I don't know. Some of these movies that are coming out, I'm like, You got the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or Universe. I think I've seen that one time, and I think I was like half out. Oh, you bitch. There you go.
There we go.
Now it works.
Adjust this down a little bit.
Can you link the Rumble? Well, we got some people coming up. So how are you, man? It's the first time you've been on here.
Yep. I usually don't come on live, so I was bored. Figured I'd come on today and do something. So.
Hey.
You look like you were lonely.
Let's see. We got what you got in the tank behind you? It looks they look active. There are. There's an albino tiger Oscar. There's a standard tiger Oscar. There's one redhead Geophagus Tapaho. There are two Geophagus Speni.
What are the black dotted ones?
Do what?
The black dotted ones. The
dot right over here? Like that one right here?
No, yeah. Yeah.
Those are Geophagus. There's...
I like their fins.
Oh, yeah, they're beautiful fish.
I've heard of Geophagus, but I just didn't actually know what they actually were.
Yeah. There's Severums in here. There's blood parrots. There's Siamese algae eaters. There's a pleco in there. There's all kinds of shit in here. It's a lot of stuff in that 240. Everybody loves the Geos.
Yeah.
So do I. You know, I got a soft spot for them. I've got I got 4 Geophagus Jurapari in there. Got big old eyes and big old lips, but they're good looking fish. They remind me of the housewives of Los Angeles or some shit.
I'm gonna open up a can of worms here, literally, and I want your opinion.
Okay.
I watched the video today, Keeping Fish Simple. Him talking about he'll never feed his fish bloodworms again, and how it's killed his fish and so forth. That's just his opinion per se, but what are your thoughts on that? Bloodworm. I always thought bloodworms were good. He's talking about the bloodworms eat the blood out of whatever, and now they're in their bellies of the fish, and
they have spines on them to where they can get stuck in the intestines of the fish. So, in moderation, like you feed them as a treat every once in a blue moon is okay, but to do it every day, I wouldn't.
That's what he was talking about. He was certain tanks he was trying to fatten up and to breed and so forth, and was overfeeding them with the bloodworms, and he said he's done it before and he knows he's not supposed to, but he did it anyway and it killed him again, and he lost one of them like white zebra, plecos or whatever, them high dollar plecos, and And he was saying he'd never feed him bloodworms again because he knows it's bad. And I never heard of that. I've always thought bloodworms were good. Like I said, I opened up a can of worms.
Absolutely. This gentleman said he needs to get more Severums. I've got more Severums than I can count, and I will be selling them soon. So that's one of the things coming in the first of the year. I'm going to get an LLC and I'm going to start selling fish. It's going to happen. You know what? I think the frozen bloodworms, I think, would be okay. Live bloodworms, I'm not so sure on, but I mean, you got to do it in moderation. If you're using that to power feed a fish and put on size, you're going about it the wrong way. There's other things you can feed them.
I still, like I said, I've got the electric blue rams, and I used to give them bloodworms, and I heard somebody say something that was bad for the rams, so I never did give it to them. But I've got Bishardi. I give it to them all the time. Like, no, I'll say all the time, once a week or something like that. Like, say, as a treat. I don't ever feed them every day to fatten them up with them or something like that. But
some fish can't handle bloodworms at all. I think YouTubers will make bold, controversial topics to go against the grain to build quick views. Most people will never have an issue with bloodworms. It's just a scare tactic like cable. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, lost some discus due to bloodworms, yeah.
Brine shrimp are another one that you can feed that are good when you're trying to pack a fish on to pack on some size. A good quality food is what you need. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do bloodworms or frozen stuff. I mean, you could do like tilapia, you can do shrimp, frozen krill. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do that, will help you make a fish pack on some size. Lost some wild discus to bloodworms. Ooh.
Now, let me ask you a question. I've never been on Rumble.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the Rumble channel per se, not in the YouTube. And I don't see all the chat like I see in the YouTube versus the Rumble. I see less in Rumble than YouTube. Is that a particular reason?
I can see it all. I don't necessarily know, but like over
okay, yeah.
You see where the chat thing is on the side over there? If you go down to the bottom, there's where it says, you click on the little arrow next to where it says message, and it'll pull up like all Rumble, YouTube, private. I got it on all so I can see everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it happens. Oh, excuse me. But it's not that common, and it usually finicky things that should be something else anyway. I agree. I don't overfeed it. I really don't. I feed my fish. I got them on a schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, they fast Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So I make sure.
I feed my fish twice a day, but I don't feed them a lot each feeding. I give them a little bit each feeding. So
stopped feeding bloodworms. I fed something else since I stopped using it for safety. No white poop since I stopped it. Well, I have seen that. I 100% agree with this. Earthworms will beef up a fish quickly. I've been feeding my Oscars. Well, a couple of them. I got two little finicky ones over here. I've been feeding them earthworms, dude. I mean, I don't even think
that's like pure protein, ain't it?
It is. You know what? They would see them occasionally, probably in the wild, but these have never been in the wild. They're not a wild caught fish, but they love them. They'll smash them. I have one tank that I don't feed every couple of days, and that's because there's snails in it, and the fish that's in there is one fish, and it eats snails.
You know what I have noticed? I swear to God, I'd never paid attention to this. I set up some 10-gallon tanks outside. They don't have no fish or nothing in them. I just took some of the guppy grass out of my other tanks and stuck them in there just to get them going. And I had snails in there. And I kept looking. I got some of the other tanks that are below it that has no snails in it, just the water. And the ones that got the snails in it got all kind of snail poop in there. And I mean a lot of snail poop for like 4 or 5 snails. And I never realized snails put out that much waste.
You know what? I've listened to a lot of people talking about having like a pest snail over infestation, and they can't figure out why they just keep multiplying. Well, I did it. I did something, and I wanted to see if it would work. I got one of those little fancy tools that you can take them off the glass. That works. Um, cut back feeding the tank.
Yeah, if there's no food.
I fed my tank once a week. They were all gone within a week. Well, maybe two. You know what I mean? They were all gone. I didn't have any more, going. And now that I've done that, I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that because, well, snails are a sign of a healthy tank.
Yeah, I don't have no snails in my Mbuna tank.
No, you never want them. Every one of them. I haven't lost a discus since I stopped feeding bloodworms. So here's a funny fact about discus. Holy shit, I don't have anybody on Rumble. Ain't that a fact? That's fun. Oh, there it is. It just popped back up. I did some trading with the local fish store owner. I worked on his wife's car, and in return, he gave me some discus. Traded labor for fish. And I got 8 discus. I'll be damned if I only have 1 left. They were that big when I got them. I've got 1 left. And I'm like, you know what? I'll never do them again. They're too finicky.
Yeah.
It sure needs to change the fat and the furious. That'd be fun. That's me. I'm fat. And I like to go fast.
Oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't be up on here because I didn't put in an email to be on your guest list.
Now, this is a live stream. You can pop up. That's fine. Live stream, when I put the link out, I encourage people to come join, Say, hey, come on up, join me, blah, blah, blah. We'll get you up there. And I'm like, okay, well, nobody, the last couple of weeks, nobody's wanted to be a guest on my thing. It could be because there's a few underlying reasons like holidays and things of that nature, or they just plain out don't like me. One of the two of them. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe find some fish. Take a change from discus anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna go get this Oscar tomorrow. I mean, it's gonna happen. I appreciate everybody that did that donated. I appreciate you, and I hope your wife gets better, man. C. diff ain't no joke. Definitely not no joke. That's nothing to play with. Nothing at all.
I got my dang hat on. Dang on, goofy. Let me see. You want to see my angel tank that's right behind me? You can't hardly see it, but it's like right there. It's a mess. It's got algae, but that's normal. This is just one of my angel tanks.
It's a good looking ceiling.
Oh, let me back up a little bit. That's one of my spawns from my angelfish.
Oh, wow. Where are you located at?
Southwest Florida.
Southwest Florida.
SWFL. Let's see if I can go to my ram tank. Bear with me.
Absolutely.
I've got 3. Oh, I can't take headphones in there.
I'll take the headphones off.
I won't be able to talk, but I can.
Okay. Goes by the name of Swiffle. Oh, they are hiding. There's one. And that tank is a jungle. Good looking rams. You took away their food source, Mystic. Thank you, Fathom. What up, Big Steve's Glass Boxes? Welcome. Man, this dude has got some. Hold on, man. He got live plants in there with Some cichlids. Got some cories down there. That guy's got some fish. Wait till he get his headphones back on.
Okay, that was weird. I couldn't talk, so I couldn't say nothing.
Gentleman wants to know what kind of angels you have.
They're wild angels, I guess you'd call them. They're not a special breed or whatever, just something picked up out of the pet store. And I have that tank, another tank outside that's 55 gallon. That's got just as many of those in there. And I got another 20 long. It's probably got about 50 in it. And that's where the male for the breeder was. I lost the female because she jumped out of the tank. So my angelfish problem is solved. But I hated to lose the big female angel I had.
What up, Garcia?
They would not stop breeding. As soon as I pull the babies out, they laid eggs instantly. I put them in another tank outside. They instantly laid eggs on the glass. My local fish store is way overstocked. He can't take no more because I got so many of them.
What? What do you want?
I don't know if you've seen the second tank that I showed. That was, I don't know if you can see, they were the electric blue rams. They
were hard to see because they were moving around.
Yeah, and I couldn't see what I was showing you because the computer was way out of sight. And I showed you another tank with a bunch of little ones in there. That was all the baby electric blue rams that I had hatched out.
Nice.
And then I showed some the Bishardi tank, and then a little panda cory tank that breed panda cories.
I never have any luck with cories breeding.
These guys, they stopped breeding. I messed the tank all up and everything. That's probably why, but the whole tank was full of Christmas moss, and they won't lay the eggs. They wouldn't lay it in a mop or anything like that, but they would lay it in the Christmas moss, and the eggs that were where the moss would be touching the glass, they'd lay some on the glass, and those are the ones I'd be able to get. And a lot of them survived in the tank alone, be hatched out with, it'd live off of, I guess, the Imposoria or whatever that's in the moss and stuff like that for food. But I probably got like 20 or 30 in the ram tank that I have actually pulled the eggs out and hatched.
Alexa, turn on babies. So I'll show you my babies.
Those are just the tanks that I have inside. I have a whole bunch outside. Oh yeah, look at that.
Those are all turquoise Severums.
I was gonna say, look like Severums.
And the parents are in that tank right there. They're the ones right in the front, behind the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, Mystic Pets. I agree with you. Like I say, that's the eggs I was able to catch, was just the ones that were on the glass. I could see them in the moss and stuff like that, but I wouldn't try and pull them out because they were just. But then I tore, like I say, that tank was completely covered with Christmas moss, and I pulled over 5-gallon buckets full out of there and reset the moss on it, and they kind of stopped. I haven't really pushed them. Normally I keep a heater in there, do colder water change, which triggers them, and I got a little canister filter. It needs to be cleaned out because it's clogged up and it's not putting out but half the flow. But once if I put all that back in, I'm sure they'd start spawning again.
I have some. I've got some hybrid fish over here that I'm getting ready to move to a different tank. They're, I don't know. They're supposed to be Star Sapphire and an Embona mix. And everything that I've looked around, they say those two can't mix. But apparently they can because I have them.
You know what's weird? My Mbunas don't crossbreed.
No, mine stay with their own.
Yeah.
Like Kenya, I stay with Kenya. The my yellow labs stay with yellow
Yep, that's what I'm
labs.
saying. I got yellow labs and I got the yellow-tailed ACI or whatever.
Yeah,
And those are just what I've kept. I got rid of all my other ones.
I'm in Ohio. Fathom.
Yeah, anytime you have cool water. That's why I put the heater in there so I can put the cooler water in. I don't use it out of the sink and adjust the hot and the cold and just what comes out of my water hose.
Well, I don't know where you are, sir. Like I said, if you listened a little bit ago, I will be shipping those after the first of the year. After I'm done with my surgery, I am going to start selling fish. That's the whole point of me buying the fish that I bought. I know what's around here and what's not. Um, I know I know Jesse's going to get some. He's going to get his 300-gallon up and running. He's got some coming. I owe him some.
Well, that's
Uh,
my fear of shipping fish. I've never shipped fish, and that's why I got so many angelfish because I'd freaking give these things away if I knew they'd survive. I just never shipped a fish.
I understand. Do you have a local fish store or something that will buy them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I've taken so many to him. He's got two stores, and I've stocked both of his stores with him. I bring him 60 at a time, and he's like, so.
You're in Atlanta. Yeah. Georgia's a little far for me. I'm sure they would make it, but it's just, I think right at the moment they're just too small to ship. Jim, you're going to do plecos. I'm working on that.
So am I.
I have got a breeding pair of albino bristlenose right now going nuts. I've probably got 45 of them in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've got two male and female blue-eyed lemon plecos I'm trying to get to breed.
It's coming after I'm all healed with my surgery, sir. You guys will see it. YouTube will be the first to know along with Rumble. It'll
What,
be a live stream. You'll see the water test, what they're in, how I feed them, how they're raised, who the parents are. I mean, it will be a series of it.
can I ask what size tank without giving up all your stuff you're going to put in a video?
Oh, it's going to be whatever tank they're in.
Okay. I just say I'm trying to get mine to breed in a 10-gallon. I didn't know if that was too small.
I have got
There's only two guppies and those two in there and a pair in there.
Oh, man, I've had guppies breeding a 10-gallon for ever a day.
Yeah, that's why they're in there. Just
They're fine. The Severums are in a 125, the breeding pair. I actually have two. I have a turquoise and greens. I have greens upstairs in my breezeway and my fry grow outlet. Both pairs are in the same tank. So it's funny. I had them breed on one side, the turquoise on one side, the greens on the other, and my electric blue Acara were right in the middle. So the other fish were like stuck to the corners. They couldn't go nowhere or at the top. I was like, damn, this is terrible for these fish. Well, luckily everything happened and it is what it is. Most of them did not survive. I won't order fish until the spring is too cold and the post office sucks for 100%. Hoping for a new bloodline. Well, we get there. I may be able to help you out with that. I will be breeding in a 20 long as soon as I pull them out of the 55. I've got mine in a 29. I have had both of these. I've had both of those fish for a while.
the plecos.
Yeah, I've had.
That's what I was wondering. Was a 10 too small to breed in?
Couple years old. Some people say you can, but I've got them in a 29. And they're the only two in there other than the babies. I mean, they're going buck wild. Like I said, there's like 45 babies in there, including and then the parents.
Yeah.
And then in this 125 where the Severums are at, like the parent Severums, I got a breeding pair of standard bristlenose in there. And I don't touch them because they're in there. I know they're in there. I can pull them out anytime I want. Every tank I have in here has a pleco in it from my stock. I mean, every tank except for the Midas cichlid tank. I can't put nothing in there with him. He'll eat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a couple super reds here shortly. It's nice to live close to a fish breeder.
Man, if I was in Florida, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would be catching wild Oscars out of out of the rivers and shit. Not even gonna lie to you.
Freaking Skipper, he's coming down the first, and me, Nathan Hobie, uh, Richard Reynolds, which is Go with the Flow, and a bunch of other people are going to go out and catch some wild fish. I don't know what they want, but we're going out. I went out with Richard a couple of times to Go with the Flow, and we caught a bunch of different ones. And he actually caught a first time we ever seen one. A little looked like a little pike. He still got it. I gotta ask him how that came out.
That's awesome. For everybody that was over on the YouTube side and donated, thank you. I appreciate it. The Oscar will be picked up tomorrow. He will be brought to the fish room, and he will be on his way to being healed. I promise you that. I'll put a video out on it when I bring it home. He's going to go in a 10-gallon because he's only that big, and then I'll get to treating him.
What's wrong with him?
His stomach is sunken. His fins are clamped. He's small, dude. Like, you can tell he hasn't ate. He looks like he's getting bullied. So I'm going to be there probably about 11 o'clock in the morning to get it. Hopefully it makes it till then. Like, I was driving home, and I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, man, you should have got it. What's wrong with you? You should have got it.
My only problem with that is I hate to buy a fish and then put a lot of effort in and get it all healed up and it still die or something. And I'm like, man,
Yeah.
just I tried so hard. Like, what could I have done different? Like.
You don't know until you try, though. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
I mean, the stress of the move might even actually kill him.
Yeah. Well, see, I'd got some. Dang, I can't. What Corey's were they? I can't think of the dang name of them. Stir-by.
Stir-by, yeah.
Stir-by.
Okay.
And I brought them home just 30 minutes down the road, and I look in the bag, and they're just stiff and just not even moving. So I'd like, what the hell? And I looked up in the thing, I found out that they put out a poison.
Yep,
and I think they poisoned them. So I put them back in a tank, in another tank anyway, that I was going to put them in like 30, 45 minutes, they started coming back, and they're still alive now. And I didn't believe them dudes would make it because one I actually threw in the fish bowl, the cat bowl to eat. And when he hit the bowl, he kind of fluttered. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And I picked him up and put him in a thing, and they both survived. And that's why I was worried about, like, if somebody ships stir-bys, will they poison themselves, or do they got it? That's weird because they were literally dead.
That's with any Corey, though. I think that's just like any Corey. I think they'll do that.
Yeah, somebody lost pygmy Corys and transfer. Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I had a tank. Actually, the tank that the baby Severums are in, the seam split on. And my wife caught all the fish that were in it and put them in another tank. In the bottom of it, there were probably 25 Corys. I had albino Corys, green Corys, stir-by Corys, salt and pepper Corys. There were just a mixture of them.
I have all those you just said. Green laser add to that group.
Yeah, and if you they say those fish won't school together. They will. They will. I promise you, they will school together. Every color they will group and school together.
Now, in my panda tank that I showed over there, that showed the little panda Corys, I've got some Kanaki Corys in there too, and they normally don't school together, but when they do, it's like two big groups to get together and they school together. It's weird. It ain't like one panda with the group of the Kanakis. It's like 6 pandas with 6 Kanakis. They're always in bigger groups together.
Oh shit. That's fun. That's real fun. My video is not on Rumble.
The one
my live is over with.
No, I'm on there. I'm there.
I get it, and then all of a sudden it pops back up.
There's got to be if I can see it, right?
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
So your Oscar's name's going to be Rusty?
I'm gonna name it Rusty. It's a copper Oscar. So Rusty will fit it. So that big dude, his name is Lorenzo. Don't know why, just named him Lorenzo. The white one back there is Snowball.
I've never named my fish. I haven't anyway.
The top one over here, my and an Oscar right there. It's a Lutino. That is Daisy. The one down there, you can barely see it in the corner. Where's my flashlight? I'll show it to you. Right there. I call that one June. I've got 2 lemons upstairs, and then I have their Wing Wang and Bob. They were bought for me by a subscriber to my channel, or one of my channel members. Good dude named Mike. I wonder why I haven't seen him here. I might have to talk to him. And the wild caught one I haven't named yet. I've got a wild caught Oscar that somebody surrendered to my local fish store. Dude is not like the standard Oscar you're used to seeing.
I don't know. I guess I don't really care for Oscars, and I think I have to blame my grandmother for that because whenever I was little, she had a big, big Oscar, and she told me to stick the tip of my finger in the tank. Yeah. Since then, I don't like Oscars because he bit that finger. It scared me to death as a kid.
I think I was going to name that wild one up there, Gene Wilder. Just fits him. It's a wild caught fish.
Garcia Aquatics.
Garcia in the house. Yeah, you know, I've got a soft spot for him, man. My first Oscar that I ever got, I rescued him. Cool fish. I'll never forget him. But he was he actually ate a rock out of the tank and choked on it.
Wow.
His name was, you know, Jeff Dunham's doll Walter.
Mm-hmm.
I named him Walter because he looked like it. He was grumpy all the time.
I got a guy at work. We call it. His name is Walter, and I swear to God, I put face to face. It looked just like the dummy.
Yep.
I actually pulled it up to people that know him and say, "Look at this."
Jim, are you seeing the messages in YouTube? I am not on the phone. Yeah, I am. I've seen some of them. Garcia's here. I name it Rusty. Some of them pop up, some of them don't. I have to go back and forth every now and then and see what's over there.
That's what I was wondering earlier.
Hold on, Jose. Garcia. Hey, Jimbo, I picked up 2 gold red spotted Severums. You're going to run out of room with Severums, Garcia. I promise you. Man, I was at my local fish store last night, right? I picked up some other fish because, yeah, I'm glutton for punishment. He owed them to me, so I had to stop by and pick them up. So he's like, hey, do you want some more Severums? I'm like, what do you got? You know what I mean? What are we talking about? You can have them. Dude, it's the biggest damn Severum I've ever seen. It makes my Oscar look like an Embona. Makes that big guy swimming back there over my shoulder look like an Embona. They're that big. I mean, they're 12, 13-inch long friggin' Severum. That's a big-ass Severum. Severum should never get more than 8 to 10 inches.
I don't see Phantom Aquatics in Grumble's chat.
He probably left.
Okay, maybe why.
You can't go wrong with the BA Tetra.
Oh, yeah, I see him way up there, further.
Yeah, he's up there.
So, yeah, okay.
So Mystic Pets was looking for a good fish to put in with her electric blue Acara, and I suggested BA Tetras. So my experience with them is I put them in a 40 breeder with some polar parrots that I had, and they kept the population under control. And she's having the same luck I had. They're great population control. They'll eat everything.
Does anybody know where to buy inexpensive 3/4 inch, I guess by 1 inch tubing? I found it at Jimco for like 95 cents a foot, but I'm needing like 35 feet, so it's trying to get it cheaper than $1 a foot.
Home Depot.
I tried theirs are like $2 a foot. They're like, well, actually, I think it was $25 for 10 feet. I didn't see it on a big roll, you know. So I didn't know if anybody knew somewhere. Please, I'm using them for auto water changers, the drains out of the bulkheads in the back of the tanks to go into the
Yeah.
drain. And like I said, I'm gonna order some from Jimco because I found it for 95 cents a foot, but everywhere else seems to be a lot more expensive.
We're still here, Mystic. We haven't left.
Glitch.
It hasn't glitched on my end. It's still up running on my other screen.
Got kicked out. You hit that exit button.
Still there.
Yeah.
Still running on YouTube. What's up, 3G? Got 3G in the house that hasn't popped up over here on Rumble yet.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah, he's on YouTube side. I can see him there.
Hi, 3G.
Welcome. Yeah, you know, I went to. I can actually hold on one second. Oh shit, I'm getting old. Getting old sucks.
He said he's getting old. Please.
So I got this from Home Depot. It's 10-foot clear vinyl.
Yeah.
It is 1 inch outside diameter, 3/4 in.
Yeah.
It was $9
For how? What? 10 feet?
for 10 feet.
Home Depot. I'll go try
Home
that
Depot.
because, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
I bought this because I have another canister filter that didn't come with hoses. At least I thought I did. Well, I found it.
Cause see that I don't know if you can still hear me. That's pretty close to the same price of 95 cents a foot. But I don't pay for shipping if I can get it at Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? That makes a big difference.
Yeah, I got 20 feet of it.
Yeah, I need 35, but yeah, that's still. I'll go there tomorrow and check.
Absolutely.
I think I looked at Lowe's. And theirs like that was 25 feet. Because it had it just like that, 10-foot roll, just like that for.
Yeah, it
bucks.
wasn't.
And that's
that
what I'm
bad.
like. Whoa! I need 35 feet. That's.
I think I ordered it online and picked it up. I think that's why I might have got it cheaper.
That may be.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I needed it for a canister filter. I was going to use it for a sun I had. And turned out I found the hoses. What up, Berto? Berto came over to the dark side. You know, typically at about an hour, I usually cut YouTube out. I think I'll let it run tonight. You know, since everybody was so kind and, helped a brother out and donated money. I appreciate you. You guys are going to help me buy that Oscar tomorrow. Oh, I usually don't do that. But I do need to.
They're selling it?
I'm buying it.
No, obviously you're buying it, but that means they're selling it then, right?
They're going to sell it.
I didn't understand why you'd sell a sick fish.
They don't care. It's a box store, man. They'll sell everything. They'll sell you a dead fish.
If you want to buy it, yeah, I guess they would.
Yeah. They'll sell it to you.
I would too if you want to buy it. He's dumb enough too, but
I'm going to talk them into see if I can get a discount on it because it's sick. I know it's sick.
Yeah.
There's a good possibility it's not going to make it home. You know, it's what I do.
Let him know, hey, it's better to get a little bit of something than if he dies on you and get nothing.
Yep.
So you might as well sell them to me for a little bit of something.
A little bit of something's better than nothing of nothing.
Yep. That's your selling point.
Oh, man, I'm a salesman. That's what I do. So I am a master automotive technician / store manager. So I deal with people on a daily basis. I sell people stuff. You know, I
Yeah.
just started another channel on Rumble. It's Jim's Cars.
I'm not a people person.
Me neither. I am not. I hate people.
Yeah.
But yet I work in retail.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is
Well,
what it is.
I think I'm gonna get off here and let you have it. I know.
Absolutely, man. You I hope your wife feels better.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I gotta.
I know that is some strong antibiotics they put you on for that.
Yeah. Hey.
Like, I'm pretty
Have,
sure it's gonna make you shit rainbows.
yeah. She's already doing that anyway because of the C death, but
Yeah.
that stuff nasty, nasty, and so contagious. I got to wear gloves and stuff and things like that, and I'm so worried about me catching it. But
I understand.
they said the only thing I really have to worry about now is any type of fecal matter or something like that. You know, not
Okay.
touching her skin or something, or
Yeah.
just yeah. So that's a plus. Fucking A with a Rumble. What is? I hear people talk about Rumble. What's so special about Rumble? What's the purpose of Rumble?
All right. So Rumble is another another streaming platform slash video platform like YouTube. The only difference is it's a free speech platform. So if you want to talk about politics, you want to talk about religion, you want to talk about this, you want to talk about that, they're not going to censor you. As if you do it on YouTube, they're gonna get copyright restricted. Your video is going to get pulled down for community violations.
How there's people I see on here. Who's that guy every Friday night and he's in there hitting the bong and
Fish and hits
yeah. I mean, how does that happen? I mean,
because wherever he's at, marijuana is legal in his state.
okay, I can go with that.
It's legal in my state.
That guns are legal in my state, but that
Guns are legal in my state.
don't mean that can happen on YouTube.
Exactly.
You know, that's why I didn't understand why. You know, I've seen some bad stuff on YouTube that's goes down.
Man,
Bad language, bad every. It just that's why I didn't understand the difference between Rumble and.
I've seen full on nudity on YouTube, but yet it it will get millions of views. It's like some of the some content creators use misleading thumbnails,
Right.
or they get really risque shots of their old lady cleaning fish tanks. You know what I mean? And they get hundreds of thousands of views. But the little channel like me or you, we get like 10. I've struggled to get to the amount of subscribers I have, which isn't shit. I think I got 744 subscribers. Thank you for everybody that is a subscriber, but that has been the hardest part. I've gained more traction on Rumble in a couple of weeks than I have on YouTube.
Do you know I have two channels?
I have the YouTube channel of Happy Place Aquatics. I have the Rumble channel of Happy Place Aquatics, and then I have
my other YouTube channel has over 1,000 subscribers, and I stopped using it because I can't go out and do what it is set up for, because it's set up for metal detecting and magnet fishing and so forth like that. And I was getting every short I would put up over 5,000 views a short. I was almost at the monetization point with the watch hours, and I just stopped. I'm like,
I am there, I'm there with the watch hours, and I'm off with the actual subscribers. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I'm at like 3,900 watch hours, but I've only got 744 subscribers.
if I change channels, it shouldn't affect the Rumble channel, right? It's just a YouTube channel?
You're on Rumble, correct?
With this channel, yes.
You should be all right as long as you're under the other tab.
I'm curious.
Because I've been going back and forth on different tabs. I've got Rumble on one and YouTube on the other. You're getting ads, but you're verified. Huh. I don't know about that one. I can't answer that one, Mystic. I don't watch enough on Rumble other than my own to, to actually understand. YouTube is just strolling, and YouTube's doing better for me than
There we go.
Rumble is tonight.
Yeah. So that's my
But
other
it's
channel.
wild.
Just see it on YouTube.
Oh shit! Go to channel. I'm subscribed to that channel already. So that means I probably watch your magnet fishing and shit. I watch a lot of magnet fishing, dude. I watch that kid, the Fisher.
hmm
I watch his videos. I've been watching him for like
I've
5 years.
actually been put on the local news on this with that channel.
Nice.
A long, about 10-minute segment of news too, not just a quick 30-minute clip. And they came out and interviewed it, had a drone out and threw the magnet and pulled the stuff in and all that.
I'm sorry, Mystic. I can't control what they do, sweetie, or I would.
But I used to go out and metal detect for all night long on a Friday and Saturday night, and I just pull it crazy. Well, I metal detect in one of the most popular beach resorts here in our area, and it's the beach is allowed to drink on the beach and everything else, and people get stupid drunk and drop everything.
I actually slept on Huntington Beach
Here,
beside my car.
here's a good example of just something. I haven't pulled this out in forever.
Uh-oh. Don't hurt yourself.
Nah. I don't know if y'all can see. That's just some of the rings that I have found metal detecting.
Oh, wow.
That's just the ones I haven't given away.
Nice. I haven't found anything.
I don't drink, so I didn't hang out to bars and stuff like that. So I used to hang out at the beaches and watch all the drunk people stumble around and
Start looking for shit the next day.
yeah. Oh, and then my YouTube channel was metal detecting and stuff like that. And then it kind of got crossed in with magnet fishing. The magnet fishers would come over to our channel and we'd go just like the different fishing communities, mixed together. And then the magnet people started going metal detecting, and the metal detector started magnet fishing. And I ended up winning a magnet off of one of their channels, and I started magnet fishing, and I was getting bicycles and scooters, and I mean pickup loads of stuff, and take it to the scrapyard and get $100 for this nasty stuff. And I'm like, holy cow, I'm making a lot more money off this magnet fishing than I am metal detecting. So I did both, and both of them picked up really well. And then my wife became ill a couple of years ago, and I couldn't go out and do that, and that's why I picked up the fish, so I can have a home hobby and take care of things and be here with her. So
I got a feeling I know who you're talking about there, Mystic. I hate them YouTubers that get their wife into YouTube and then take over their channels as their own. I know exactly who you're talking about. To each their own. My wife is. I think my wife has been in one video of mine where she's actually the voice, and that's she was filming while I was putting sand in this big basket.
I was gonna say, if you got my wife's voice on any of my videos, it's because she was in the background somewhere.
She was filming, and my big ass was putting sand in. I put 200 pounds of sand in that tank. So she was filming while I was cutting and placing sand. Dude, that tank doesn't look that big, but it's a monster. 6 foot long, 30 feet or 30 inches high, and 24 deep, 240 gallon. It's a big tank.
Oh wow! Look at the difference. The picture of YouTube versus Rumble is way different.
Yeah. It's clearer on Rumble than it is YouTube. To me, it is anyway. I could be wrong. I think Rumble streams in 1080p constantly when YouTube is 720. Unless you have, I don't know, some like premium shit or something.
I usually stream with Restream.
I used Restream one time, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I used it, and I everything seems so much easier for me, and I learned that, and that's okay. That's all I need to learn. So,
Yeah. StreamYard was good for me. I like StreamYard, but StreamYard went and made it $45 a month.
right, that's what I was hearing, and
And I'm not paying $45 a month. This cost me $9.99 a month.
okay, now what? Okay, you don't like Restream. What did you
So
not like about it?
it was just a little weird for me to use. It took me a while to get used to it. I mean, I may use it every now and then, but
Because I'm all about free, and that's why I use Restream because it don't cost me nothing. I can send it out to YouTube and all the
yeah.
Facebooks and all the different platforms and stuff like that. But
So the thing with Rumble is you pay $9.99 a month. You're fully monetized. I don't have to have 4,000 watch hours. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Like literally sitting here talking to you, I'm making money per view.
so you make money off of Rumble.
I make money off of it.
I didn't know that.
I make instantly. I have 2 channels on Rumble. I have the Happy Place Aquatics, which is this one, and then I have Jim's Cars, which I just started today. Uh, I'm I'll be upfront and honest with you. I'm going straight for I'm going straight to make some money. That's what it's about.
As we went in my head, that's what it's about.
So you think about this, all right? Now this is not me being an ass. This isn't me being a prick. I've got 60 some fish tanks. I've got 1,000 fish. Legit, I have 1,000 fish between all these tanks. I'm sitting here. I'm paying for all this. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Food ain't free. Water ain't free. Electricity ain't free. None of this equipment was free. None of these tanks were free. Some of these tanks were free. I ain't gonna lie. I got a few of these tanks for free.
My 90% of my tanks are free because I do magnet fishing turned into scrapping to make more
Yes.
money, and I find tanks on the side of the road all the time.
Yeah, I can get that. I got this 240-gallon tank dirt cheap. Everybody's heard of Ohio Fish Rescue. That's where I got it from. It was during their yard sale they have every year. I bought that tank. I told him we went back and forth through Facebook Messenger. And I told him I was coming to get it that day. I walk up to him and I'm talking to him about that tank, and he looks at me and said, "Buddy, I can't sell you this tank." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I got a guy coming to pick it up." I said, "I am that guy." He said, "Unless you have proof, you ain't getting that tank." I pull out my phone and I'm like, "Me and you've had a conversation." You know what I mean? He's like, "Fair enough." You know what I mean? So he wasn't going to sell it from under me, which was a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's not 100% terrible, but he's not a great person. Neither am I. I'm not 100% terrible. Well, actually, I'm a great fucking person. I have built my life. I just don't like people. But I don't know. It's just some of this hobby is expensive, man. Feeding these bastards is every 2 months is like $140
Do me a favor. Put the link back up again.
for
I'm gonna
this.
try and get on YouTube. I'm gonna try and get on my phone, and I can show you my tanks outside.
I don't. Is your phone newer? Because Rumble Studio is hard to get.
I don't know. Let's see. The phone ain't new, but
Thank God I don't do that shit. Well, I'm glad you don't do that shit. It pisses me off watching the videos now. You know, it's okay if you get your significant other into the hobby. Okay, it's fine. If your significant other wants to get in the hobby with you, that's fine. But to sit there and use their image in a sexual way to get views that's a disgrace. I mean, it really is. And then people that go over there and just continuously donate money to a large channel. That's another thing. You know, it's just not. It irks me when you see smaller people like me or you who are fucking struggling to do this, going over and donating, $20 to this person or $20 to that person that has millions of dollars. I mean, legit millions of dollars.
well, that's what I tell a lot of channels that they have memberships and all this. I said I have so many people that I subscribe to. I can't be members to all the channels. I can't. It just so I can't. If I pick his and you get pissed off, or not, no one's really gonna get pissed off. But to me, it's not fair for me to sub to another, or not sub, but pay money to another channel to be a member and not to another. So I just don't do anybody's. To me, that's just so.
I get it. You definitely don't have to explain it to me, my friend. I get it. You know, I'm not a member to anybody's channel. I have channel members. I appreciate every one of them, but thank you. You don't have to. I've said that. But I've said every time that every dollar that you donate to me goes back into the fish fund, and it has. I got my first YouTube check. I went to the fish store and bought fish food. I'm still using it. And then I got people like Jesse at Saline Aquatics. I will still sing this dude praises. I don't care. That is right there. That is 12 pounds of fucking fish food. 12 pounds of fish food. I will say it every time. Jesse is my biggest supporter.
I was looking for mine. It must be outside. I got a big bucket of plate food just like that. It ain't 12 pounds, but
Yeah, you know, Jesse sent that to me. He's like, hey, man, he's like, I'm not going to use this. He's like, you got all them fish. He's like, use it. I'm like, cool, thank you. So I've always said Jesse has been one of my biggest supporters from the beginning. Jesse is the one that got me into live streaming. He showed me how to use, StreamYard. He got me into StreamYard, showed me how to set it up. And then, I mean, me and him we talk back and forth every now and then on the phone. We text back and forth usually, you know, every couple days. Tommy, I met Tommy. Tommy's another one of my he's not financially a big supporter, but like as somebody that is there for you, like, you know, behind you, he's there. That's my dude. So he's Garcia, Mystic Pets, you know, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of you guys out there. June, she's a big supporter of my channel. She got 2 Oscars down in the ick tank. Oh no. June, I'm telling you, go buy some of that, some rock salt and hit them. It works. Crank the heat up, give them a little bit of rock salt. They're fine. I got a video coming out where I just did my new fish in that. Everybody looks at me like I'm crazy when I do this, man. So I've got some the natural blue Acara instead of the electric variant. I have the natural variant. These dudes were covered in ick bad. I mean, from head to toe, every one of them. There was 25 of them. They were just riddled with ick. I would take the 75-gallon tank down to about 25 gallons, and I put about 150 gallons worth of salt in it. And I'd let these little assholes swim around, and until they start looking lethargic, then I'd hit them with water. You know what I mean? 2 days later, crystal clear. Every one of the fish had not a single white spot on them.
Rumble's being a pain. It won't let me be
Everybody
Swiffle.
keeps saying that.
It won't let me be SWFL. It won't let me be Swiffle. It won't. I mean, they got no other username.
I got salt heating tank. It was worse than yesterday. Well, every day is an improvement. I kicked out 3 times, has ads, consistently keeps freezing and buffering. That might actually be your internet because I'm not having any issue.
I don't think I am either.
Unless you're watching it on an iPad, that might be your problem. Yeah,
Right. I'm done with the Rumble. It ain't getting on my phone.
Yeah, Rumble's not for everybody, man. Some people like it, some people don't.
Well, it wouldn't let me get my username, and then my passwords wouldn't let me use my right password. You got to uppercase, lowercase, and all the different number things. And yeah, exactly. I had ick once, and I bought my electric blue Rams when I first got them, and I used that ick X, and I put ick X in the tank one time, triggered it, and bam, next day it was gone. So I swear by it, but
I've got Super Ick X, I've got API's Ick Cure. Neither one of them worked for me.
Yeah, like I say, I've just used it once, and that's the only time I've ever had a problem. And Like I said, I bought them with the ick from the store. So
See, I had I bought a bunch of, fuck are those things called? Walrus cichlid. I bought 12 of them. And I had what I thought was ick. So I hit them with Ick-X. I turned the heat up, hit them with Ick-X. Did nothing, man. They turned out to have velvet. I lost all 12 of them. So do you know that the treatment for ick speeds up velvet?
no, I didn't.
Yeah, it does. It speeds it up. Metabolizes it twice as fast.
Well, it depends on what you say. The treatment for ick. Salt
For-
is a treatment for ick.
Salt is a treatment for ick, but I didn't use salt that time. I actually used Ick-X.
And now will
Heat up.
salt accelerate the velvet?
I don't know.
That's
I
what I
didn't
was
try
wondering. Because see, now I heard different stories. Some people say to put salt in, raise the temperature of your tank and stuff like that because they don't like the warmer temperatures. And I heard people say, well, you put more stress on your fish because you change their temperature so drastically that it makes them more acceptable to the ick. And so I just like, whatever.
I really didn't change the temperature, but about 2 degrees. Because I keep the temperature, or the tank that they were in before they were in it, it was at 80. I took it up to 82.
Yeah.
And then I slapped in a bunch of salt with the natural blue Acara, and they were fine. I raised the temperature slowly with the walrus cichlids though, like gradually over I think it was like a 10-hour period. I was upping it like a degree or two, like every couple hours, and then no, it didn't matter. It really didn't. I come downstairs before I went to work. I found 4 of them dead, and I come back after work and I found 8 of them dead.
Yeah. Well, Richard was going with the flow. He's the one that I had the Ick-X. He's like, dude, I got a bottle. Come over here and get it. And I used 1 dose of it, and I had no problem with it. So, like I say, salt. I don't know how much salt per gallon and mixing and all that, and so the Ick-X worked well for me. And that's just my experience with it. So
I will show you my precise measurement for salt.
probably got a big scooper.
I'm going to actually grab a measurement of salt and show you. Two of those in a 75-gallon.
That's a lot of salt.
Yeah. And it's in actually 25 gallons of water because I have the 75 down to about that deep, plus the substrate. I mean, a lot of people are like, no. I'm like, yeah. I don't use aquarium salt. I use Morton's water crystal softener, or water softener crystals. It is the purest form of salt you can get.
I don't think whenever I used the Ick-X that I raised the temperature of my tank because my tank was already at like 82 degrees for keeping it warm the rams like the warmer water. So I don't think I raised my temperature. I just put the Ick-X in, and next day they were gone.
Some people swear by it, man.
It turned the water different weird color, bluish, weird looking.
Blue. It'll be blue for a while. Oh man, if you do it more than 2 or 3 treatments, it turns the silicone in the tank blue.
That's what I heard. I've heard methylene blue does that too, but
methylene blue is terrible. Methylene blue, you'll have fucking Smurf fingers.
Oh yeah, I've had that because I have to use methylene blue on the ram eggs when I first pull them out because
yeah. So my saltwater tank that I currently have running, it used to be a community tank. Well, I took it down. I moved the tank down here to the basement, and then when I took it down, I was like, I don't like the seals, so I'm going to reseal it. Well, these seals were all blue. Literally, I had blue silicone from where I treated for ick that never worked. So I reseal it, and I put it back up. I'm like, man, this tank looks awesome without the blue in it. I was used to it because it'd been in it for like 2 years. June, if you have live plants in there, salt is going to destroy those live plants. Those plants are not going to take that salt. And if you have a pleco in there, they won't take that much salt either. They can take some, but they're not going to take a lot of salt.
So I heard of the freshwater dips. Mix it in a bucket, dip them in there for a little bit, pull them back out.
Yeah.
But I think that's what Salem Aquatics does. I may be wrong.
Yeah, I do mine. I just dump it
Douse
in
and
there.
go. Dump
I
and go.
drop it down, dump it in there, let them float around in it for about a half hour, and start adding water. They're perfectly fine. I mean, see if I can find that video. I'll show you. This was. Wait till I get my money right. This was the other day. Presentation. That was the other day. Those are the fish that I treated the absolute shit out of with salt. They look pretty healthy, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah. 25 of them in there. Oh, my wife is calling me. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get up here. I got to go take care of some stuff. So.
All right, sir. Have a good night. Thank you for coming up.
Yep. No problem. Thanks for having me.
Not
Take
a
care,
problem.
everybody. Good night. If I can figure out how to. There we go. Lead stream.
I apologize. So it is ironic. That's another thing. So this, I was talking to another. I was having a conversation with another YouTuber behind the scenes. Do you know that the salt that we actually use to mix our salt water with, we could use to cure fish? It works. Hey guys, first time watching. Thank you. I've been using ICX for ick treatment because almost all my tanks have plants as well as plecos. It does turn things blue, but it doesn't stain like ICX. ICX is terrible. We actually got some decent people over here that have some pretty good information. Salt can work for ick. It does work really well, but your plants won't like it. Plecos definitely don't like it. So, I mean, definitely, we'll have to check that out. But thank you for watching, man. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, definitely do it, man. There's a lot of information that comes across this channel from different people. 100%. There's a lot of us over here that are, fish lovers. Me, myself, like I said, I have 60-some tanks, 1,000 fish. So, I mean, I definitely know my way around a fish tank and how to save some of them. Fathom picked up a 50-pound bag of salt this morning. Brother, I buy them in 40-pound bags. I'll actually find what I use and show everybody. I know this sounds. This is the best one that I found that I use. I can't even take credit for this because it didn't come from me. It came from my my local fish store. Believe it or not, this is what he uses. Bring it up, presentation, share screen. But that is what I use is right here. Pure natural Morton water softener crystals. It works really well. Works very well on non-planet tanks. 40 pounds for $7.77 at Home Depot. If you pay more than that, it's a little expensive. Got it for $8. I thank you for this the subscribe. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Us smaller channels down here actually have a lot of useful information. Some of the larger channels, they'll give out information, but they only give out tidbits. We over here we'll give it out all of it because we want you to succeed the way we succeed. Ran out of regular salt. Have co-op salt at the moment. I'm telling you, go out to Home Depot and buy a bag of what I just showed you. This stuff works. I promise you. I 100% promise you that it works. It's what I use. I use it all the time. Gotta make sure I got my 29-gallon tank back here in view. There we go. We got the other brand, but same stuff. Man, the stuff works, dude. I mean, it really works. People think I'm nuts, but I've been using it now for a couple of years and I swear by it. My wife works at a pet store, and that's what they use. I don't have to deal with it often, but if I do, that has been working for me. That's awesome, man. If you find something that works for you, stick with it. Definitely, we appreciate you sharing the information, but if it works for you, use it. I mean, 100%. I'm not going to tell you not to use it because if it works, it works. I can tell you this stuff reminds me of my old days because got a little scoper here. So the little Oscar will be named Rusty. He will be here tomorrow. I will make the video and post it for everybody that donated on YouTube. I appreciate you. You guys are going to see Rusty in action. You guys will love it. I promise you. Sodium chloride salt is sodium chloride salt. No additive. Salt is salt. 100%. Brother, I would like. There we go. I was about to say, some of these chats are taking too long to pop up. I like the smaller channels best. I'm always looking for new channels, people that are real and down to earth. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. You know, fish community can be brutal, but it also can be rewarding. If you mix yourself with the right group of people, you'll always get good information, and it's generally a good time. All right, Berto, have a great night, sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Cute, you name your fish. Yes, I have one named after you, June. She's right over here. It's an Oscar. It's a female tiger Oscar. Her name is June. I name some of my fish. I don't name them all, you know. There's only a couple of them back here that have a name that's 2 Oscars. That's Lorenzo and Snowball. The correction, Snowflake. Snowball is my pleco. It's a female breeding, Bob Hare. That way I know who it is. You know, if I named every fish Jesus, I would have to give them name tags. They would have to swim around with a little name tag on it that says, hello, my name is. Seriously. Then I could be like, I forgot your name. You know, pull out the whole Eminem song on them. But I will pick Rusty up, bring him home. I will make the video of me. You know, I'm just going to do it. It'll be silent because I will be. It will be silent because I will be at the store filming it. I don't really want them to. And, you know, to know that I'm filming it. And once I get in the car and get on my way home, I'll run my mouth a little bit. You are currently drawing an Oscar. I'm going to have to see said Oscar. June's an Oscar person, and so am I. I might have to see said Oscar. The crystals I got in my salt bag are a little big, so I just eyeball the amount, but I use, but it dissolves the same. Absolutely. I just showed you how I do mine for a 75. I ain't gonna lie, brother. It hasn't killed a fish yet. Knock on wood. But that is the way I've been doing it since I started using it, and I've had no issues. Like I said, my natural blue Acaro were covered from tip to tail. Tip of the nose to the tip of their tail and ick. I mean, it was bad on every one of them. And you can ask New Bern Aquatics. He can vouch for it. And he's seen how I treated it. He was like, "That's brutal, but damn, it works." The next day, they were almost completely spot free. You have an angel fish named June. You love your copper Oscar. Well, hopefully this one makes it home. If it makes it home, you guys are going to see it. I have no luck with angelfish. I don't. Everybody says, they're one of the easier fish to keep. Not for me. I think they're my Achilles heel. They get me every time. I can keep other fish alive, but not those. So I think the longest one I had was about 6 months, maybe 8. And they were gone. So angelfish are definitely not on my list of things to keep. I've had them in planet tanks. I've had them in non-planet tanks. And I know people that treat their fish like absolute garbage and they can keep these fish alive. Unfortunately, I can't. So my Sunday live stream is going to be a little different. The first hour will be, like I said, broadcast on YouTube and Rumble. The second hour will be Rumble only. That's normal. But I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't have a single clue. I'm going to shoot from the hip like I have been. It's an albino tiger Oscar that will be posted on Instagram like the Frontosa I did. I mean, are you selling these like pictures, or are you just posting them online? Can people steal them? Can I get a print? That's what I'm going for. I like Oscars. Now you're going to have me over on Instagram looking for it. Holy fuck, Batman, I got a lot of notifications. I forgot my name. Damn. Gotta move on from that. The Aqua Escapes. I see the Frontosa. That is cool. Yeah, we will definitely talk about the Oscar that I am going to rescue tomorrow morning. See, the Aqua Escapes, we got something started here because this woman right here loves Oscars. She has every Oscar in the world at her house, except for mine, Fathoms, and a couple other people's. She with every other Oscar she has. We can talk of new Oscar, you rescue tomorrow, roll, I'm working on rescuing. Rescuing the fish. Doo, doo, doo. Rescuing the fish. Doo, doo, doo. Love your copper. He's a big boy. Ah. People can buy prints. It's pretty hard to steal them, but people can try if they want low quality pictures. Fair enough. They are more fry in the tank behind me. You can see them swimming around. Like right up there. Actually, that one might be dead. No, he's alive. He's just floating around. There was a lot more of them in here than I thought. There's a lot more fish in here than I thought. Yes, there's more fry. And I have more fry somewhere else too, June. They'll be in there tomorrow. I got more electric blue Acara. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end this live stream. I have had, we're close to the 2-hour mark. We'll save a little bit for tomorrow. We'll talk about some fish. Alexa, turn off 240 and babies. Look at that. She listens. Woman listens to me. So, everybody, thank you for being here. New subscribers and people who have donated, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my night, maybe watch some TV. Just relax. So, everybody, remember, I love you guys. Have a great night. It's your hobby. Do it your way. That's what you got to remember. Now go do something. I know you guys are tired of looking at it. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening.